Okay, so obviously this video is another update video for Mega Replay purchases.
Yay!
Because it's what we do. Now, after our last video, I started going again. I think within, I don't know, like within a week, I was back there again. I've got my receipts here. I visited on, where's the fucking date on this thing? On a day.
A day during a month.
September 23rd, and then September 29th, and then a couple days after that we filmed the video where we got all these arcade machines, and that took, I have not been back since until November 12th, because getting these arcade games up to par has been taking away my Mega Replay money. But
I have no such problem, and I've pretty much been going at least once a week. Sometimes twice, yeah, pretty much. But see, I don't get everything all at once like you do. I get a couple things.
Yeah, my first receipt here is 13 items, so.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Well, I guess he actually has more things than I do, so he's gonna start.
Woohoo! Okay, well, let's see. I'll just, I'll do a couple at a time here to start. Got a couple of Game Boy games here. Original Game Boy. And no, I don't have an original Game Boy. However,
you can get one.
I could get one, but I don't need to because I have a Super Nintendo and I have the Super Game Boy.
Oh, nice.
So I don't need a Game Boy. I could get one. I'll probably still get one at some point.
Or you could be really weird and get the Super Boy, the portable Super Nintendo. Put the Super Boy in it.
Put the Super Game Boy in the Super Boy, and then put the Game Boy. Yeah, that's way too much.
And then you'd be like, well, this is so I can play my Game Boy games.
But I got a couple of these. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan. I don't know if you can see that at all. It's pretty small anyway.
I actually have that game.
Yeah.
I've had it since I was a kid.
And we've got Batman, the animated series. Yeah, on the Game Boy. Actually, pretty. Batman's pretty expensive for a Game Boy game. It's $7.99. But, you know.
Is it good?
Batman. I don't know.
Because old Batman games are usually crap.
It's Batman animated series, which is like one of my top 3 favorite cartoons of all time, so why not have the video game?
So you knocked out 2 items just there.
Yeah.
On your one go. That's fine.
You know, I've got more than you, so.
I got this Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, but you did not get that at Mega Replay.
No, I did not.
Doesn't count.
I was trying to say I got it from there. Alright, I'm going to start with, since I'll go with what you just said, I'll start with NES. And for $5.99, Batman, the video game. It's, I used to have it when I was a kid. It's not bad. I'll probably never attempt to beat this pain in the ass motherfucker, but I may pop it in every once in a while and see how long I can stand it. So, yeah. Batman, the video game, based off of the Tim Burton 1989 movie.
Yeah. Let's go with N64 games. I got a few of those. First off, the big cheap one, Wave Race 64. So you got this on our, was it our update video or the original video?
It was one of the updates, I think.
Yeah, the update video. But, you know, it's a cheap game, but hey, it's actually pretty fun, and $2.99, you know.
It's a good looking game.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I actually enjoy it, and I wasn't as awful as you apparently were. I'm still decent at it. I definitely had some rust.
You'll have to show me your skills.
I definitely had some rust accumulated, but yeah, it's a fun game.
Speaking of fun game, next on my NES, and there was a guy. I had already gone up to the locked glass and picked this game out, so I was getting the employee to come grab it for me. And when we walked back, there was another guy staring at it, and when he found out I was grabbing this, he just kind of was like a little upset, a little butthurt.
I've had the same experience.
Rampage for the NES. Rampage, great game, $6.99. You can't ever lose. You have infinite continues. It's just more of a how long do you want to sit there and play this game. But it was a fun game. Loved it as a kid, and liked it in the arcade, and I like it here on my NES.
Yeah, that's on my wish list. I'll get it at some point.
I almost felt like letting the guy have it because I was getting a bunch of stuff and that was just one. So.
Okay, on to the next one. Seen this one as well, but Diddy Kong Racing.
Woo!
Yay, kitty games.
Not as good as Mario Kart 64.
No, but still, $10. It's kind of dirty, kind of beat up, but whatever.
So are you.
Yeah, exactly. And look how much fun I am.
$10, not bad. It kind of goes with the whole like Donkey Kong and Nintendo game collections.
Right.
Yep. Something else I got that day, well, the Rampage Day, is the Tengen version of Pac-Man. They had Pac-Man that was in the gray cart. It's the same game. It's not like how Tetris worked out, but they first had it printed like these, and then Nintendo bought or gave them the seal of quality for that. But I like the little black cartridge. I think it looks cool. So Pac-Man. I also have this on my Wii U downloaded too, but great version of Pac-Man. I kind of like Pac-Man.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I
got that at Mega Replay too.
As we bask in the glow of the yellow Pac-Man machine.
Yeah. Well, they're mostly seeing a reflection of my fan in the screen here. Sorry, it's not very nice to look at.
Much like your face.
Speaking of nice to look at, Zach.
Okay. Another cool game on the N64, Resident Evil 2.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that version.
Yeah, for $10, just like Diddy Kong Racing, but probably a little bit better game than Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah. Resident Evil 2 is a great game. I had it on the PlayStation, and back when it was new, and it was awesome. That was after that I stopped with Resident Evil. I tried 3. I tried Code Veronica.
It's pretty fun. The controls are could have been a little bit better, I think.
Well, compared to today, or compared to the way it was on PlayStation.
I think they could have done better overall, control wise.
Yeah, because it had an analog controller.
Yeah,
but they still do it like the old.
It's kind of weird. It takes some getting used to, but overall it's pretty fun.
I'd like to see what that actually looks like on that system. Another great arcade game for the NES. It's got 2 stickers on here. One is much older. $6.99. 1942. Great shooter. Great shoot 'em up. Not a whole lot to say about it. It's made by Capcom. It's pretty enjoyable. Well, it's a great game, but I also picked it up because my wife remembered having this when she was a kid. And, of course, it's going to be me that's playing it. But hey, whatever. Whatever. Women.
Yeah.
Who needs them when you have all this?
Right. Yeah. See, that's the whole point.
High
five. Yeah. Okay. Pickup I was pretty happy about. I actually got this one and the next one in the same trip. Got them at the same time. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Yeah, on the N64 for $20. You know, a bit of a pricey game, but that's because it's an awesome game.
Yeah, I never got into Zelda. Sorry. But I understand it's a great game.
Yeah.
So.
No, I don't think you do.
Well, yeah, I should have at least tried those. The overhead original NES one just kind of turned me off, but I was a kid and it was hard. There was stuff to do. I just wanted to hop on mushrooms and play Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting game choices, this is one I had.
This one's got me a little curious as to what the point of this is.
It's Super Spike V-Ball and Nintendo World Cup. Yeah, head scratching. I can see that. I got it for $2.99. The reason is I used to have this also when I was a kid. I don't know how I acquired it, but Nintendo World Cup is kind of like, I mean, it's a soccer game, but what I really liked about it when I was a kid was it was very cartoony, boxy looking characters, and you could kick the ball at the opponents real hard and do it, and you do it enough times they stay passed out in the grass. So what I would do is I would kill all my opponents and then just go score.
So violence.
Yeah, so
violence is the answer.
It's like NBA Jam.
NBA Jam, but with soccer.
But yeah, NBA Soccer Jam. It's World Cup, Nintendo World Cup. I don't really know about Super Spike V-Ball. I may have tried it when I was a kid, but
who knows? Maybe you can hit the opponents in the face with the ball and knock them out.
Super Spike their asses. So
why not? Okay, this is. I think this is probably other than the bundle that I've got. This is probably the most expensive individual item. Zelda Majora's Mask on the N64, the fancy gold holographic cartridge that you probably can't see, but it changes
pretty cool.
kind of. $36.99. So, yeah, if you're gonna go after this game, it's a little bit pricey, but
that's an attractive penny right there.
Yes, but you know, if you're into Zelda games,
are they all gold, or is that special?
Do
you know?
I don't know for sure. Most of the ones I've seen are gold, though.
Comments below.
Yeah,
they probably are. I actually have the original Zelda. I got it in a bundle for the NES, and it's the gray cart, not the gold cart. And I found out the gray one's actually more rare.
Yep.
Because it was printed later, and not very many were printed. Speaking of gray carts and great games, again with the arcade, I do love arcade games. Galaga for the NES, pretty fun version of Galaga. It's not arcade perfect, but it's great to play. It was $10. And it still has a sticker on here for $52.95. So who knows how old that sticker is, but evidently it was a rental game at some time too. It's got those bullshit. You tear them off and they say void. They take forever to get off there.
I'm sure a few of these games are rentals. Actually, I think the Majora's Mask family video sticker on the back.
Oh, how nice! It's always nice that they put it right on a sticker and maybe not on plastic where it can be peeled off. But
yeah.
Yep. So Galaga. Oh, I didn't notice it had a subtitle. I don't think the arcade one does. It says Galaga: Demons of Death.
Demons of Death. Wow, that sounds dangerous.
Well, I don't know if I should be playing this.
Yeah,
that's. I don't know if my church would approve. Anyway.
No more than they would approve of your gay lifestyle.
Well, they can suck a dick, or I can.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see here. I'll go with the NES. Why not? First off, we've got Ninja Gaiden 2.
You don't want to say Gaiden?
I've heard that's the asshole way to say it.
Yeah, it's Gaiden. I remember growing up thinking everybody thought it was Gaiden.
Yeah, well.
Ninja Gainus.
But yeah, this is 2. The Dark Sword of Chaos.
That's a hard-ass game, isn't it?
Probably. I can't say I've ever played it, but it's $6.99.
Not bad.
Yeah. And overall, I think it's a decent purchase, and it's a pretty clean-looking copy. So, no rental sticker on this one. Thank God.
This is making me want to go to Mega Replay and buy more shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna go tomorrow because I love the store.
Do you?
I do.
All right, so I'm done with my NES games, so I will move on to some various titles. I picked up Pac-Man for the Atari 2600.
Someone's a fan of Pac-Man.
Someone likes the Pac. This actually says Sears Telegames at the top, so this copy would have only been sold in Sears. But it's the same game. I already have this for the Atari. It's a very terrible version of Pac-Man. I showed it on one of our Drinking with Coast to Coast, actually. Episode 20, I think. I don't know. But this is the nicest copy I've ever seen. It has very good stickers on both sides there. So, nice. Yeah. That's nice.
Nice.
That's a nice. Looks nice.
Nice. You got it there? Chief? Good?
Yes.
Okay.
Gee, what is that?
Well, I think I'm gonna do another twofer.
A twofer?
Twofer! Two!
Ooh!
Yeah, Legend of Zelda, and we got the Adventures, or the Adventurer, no multiple, no plural, Adventurer of Link. And got the gold cartridge on Zelda, no gray cartridge, so the more common version.
But the cooler looking one.
Yeah, it looks cooler, and you know, it's the same game, so I was pretty happy to pick up both of these. Not on the same trip. This one came first, Legend of Zelda, $14.99, not too shabby. Adventure of Link, $9.99. So, overall, pretty good. The gold cartridge is a little scuffed up.
Those
but not
are
bad.
impossible to keep perfect. Cause
Yeah. Yeah, and usually if they're in perfect condition, they cost way more.
Yeah. Now, doesn't Adventures of Link, isn't that also available in gold? Or did they just stop that at that point?
Again, don't remember, because you gotta remember I didn't really have a lot of NES games.
We'll just say no.
Had the Super Nintendo.
Comments below.
Yeah!
Okay. Speaking of Super Nintendo, I was kind of stoked to get this. They didn't bring this out for the Genesis because this actually pushes the Super Nintendo's limits. It's a pretty impressive game. It's got the FX chip. Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's got some paint on the back of it.
Yeah, got some schmutz.
I can get that schmutz off there if I really want to. $20. Well worth it.
20 doll hairs.
20 doll hairs. I played it. I like it. It's pretty impressive. Obviously, if you have it for the Sega Saturn or something, it's going to be more arcade perfect. But pretty impressive for the Super Nintendo, and just like the other Street Fighters were pretty impressive on the Super Nintendo. So I do like that game. Street Fighter Alpha 2.
Yeah. Because that's the fancy way to say it.
That's, yes.
Okay, next up, this is the game that someone else was looking at when I bought it and made me feel like a little bit of an asshole.
Hey!
Small victory. I kind of like feeling like that.
Achievement unlocked.
Taking something out from under someone's nose. Like, that'll be mine. Super C.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous. I
Yeah.
love Super C.
Yeah.
I have the first one.
Yeah.
Contra.
I need that. That's on my list, but I was happy to see this one.
We could play together. We could. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You complete me. You complete C.
Yes. But that I actually got that at the same time I got Legend of Zelda. But Super C was.
So that was a good day.
Yeah, it was. I was pretty happy with that one.
$15. Good.
15.
Contra's more expensive than
yeah.
Super C, but I like Super C a lot.
Yeah. Contra's like just about twice that. I think it's about $30.
25, 30.
Give or take a few.
I picked my Contra up at Onet, I think. Anyway, it's my turn. Okay, this is weird. I'd never heard of it, and I got it for the Wii. It's
Whee!
Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I don't know what Tatsunoko is. It's clearly some kind of anime crap.
Is that the Japanese version of Marvel? Is this Marvel vs. Capcom?
No, it's not. Anyway, I do like any of those versus Capcom games. Marvel versus Capcom, Capcom versus SNK. It's got Ryu, so I can play it because I play him. I use him for all Street Fighters and for all those versus titles. And I played it. It looks pretty good. It's the character. It's kind of like a Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but the characters are they're really nice looking polygons, like a little more modern. Nice looking polygon characters.
Nice looking polygons.
Instead of being the 2D. But it's a 2D fighter. But yeah. Great game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great fighting game. Whatever.
Okay.
$17. I'd never heard of it. Never, ever, ever heard. I don't know what Tatsunoko is. They call it the Ultimate All-Stars. Like, okay. In Japan. Probably.
Don't know.
Probably not.
Not my strong suit.
What's that? I'm a little jealous.
Oh, this.
I'm a little jealous of that.
These last three on the NES, I'm pretty happy about. Well, a couple more so than one of them.
Even more than this previous stack. You did pretty good. In
I've been doing well, and see, this is what happens when you go in there often. You find cooler stuff.
I try to make sure I just get playable games. Batman's pushing the limit.
Oh, come on now. This one's very playable though, and that would be Castlevania
Woo!
on the NES. Yeah, this
Excellent.
is numero uno. I've played this one a little bit. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of the NES games growing up, but I did play a couple here and there. This one, very, very limited amount of experience with, but I do love me some Castlevania.
It is hard.
Yeah, well, I can expect that.
It's NES hard.
Yeah, well, I think we all know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But $14.99 for the first one. Pretty
Not
good.
bad.
Pretty good.
No,
and it's in pretty decent condition. So I'm happy about
Certainly
that.
Certainly not a $50 Mega Man.
no $50 Mega Man for me just yet.
Oh boy.
I'm not there yet.
This game I already had, but I did not have the nice jewel case for it. Sega Saturn, Virtua Fighter 2. Great fighting game. I am a fan of fighting games, and this was a pretty good translation of the arcade game. So I already had it, but again, this cool jewel case and instructions. And it was a game that was packed in often with the Saturn, so you wouldn't get this case. $2.99 or $3.99. Oh, oh no! I'll take this back. Okay, $3.99. Pretty good deal. I guess at one time it was $9.99 and evidently $5.11. Who?
$5.11.
How do they decide that? Can you see that? $5.11.
Seriously, who does that?
Yeah, stupid. And they get a little check mark on it. They're like, yes, we meant that.
That is the legitimate price. $5.11.
Plus tax.
Exactly. I don't know, maybe it made it $6 even. I don't know how the tax works or how it worked there.
Well,
maybe tax made it $6 even. Maybe they didn't feel like fucking with change.
The only thing I don't like that I can see is someone thought it would be great to put the $9.99 sticker on the fucking instruction manual. So thank you, asshole, for doing that.
Yeah. Okay, second up in the trilogy, much less exciting than the first one and way less exciting than the next one, Castlevania 2.
James Rolfe is not happy with your collection today. You have Adventures of Link and that crap.
It's part of the set, okay?
Alright.
God damn it.
Alright.
Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. $6.99, very appropriate price.
Could be less.
It could be, but this is fair.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
It's not that bad. It's just bad compared to the others.
That's what I think of that. Another Saturn game. I haven't played this yet. Didn't know it was on it. And evidently it must be, I hope it's worth it, because it was $24.99.
I'd say it's worth it.
Earthworm Jim 2. So, I like me some platformers too. Weird.
Earthworm Jim's a good one to have.
And I've never really played any of the Earthworm Jims outside of like maybe on a collection disc. But yeah, this would be fun to sit down and get to try. And Unearthing now on video cassette. You can get Earthworm Jim on video cassette. So $9.98, not $5.11 or less. So we should probably see about ordering some of these.
Yeah.
Earthworm Jim. Yeah, Earthworm Jim 2, $24.99. I think it's a good catch.
Because, you know, video game things turned into video cassettes are usually awesome.
Super Mario Brothers, the movie.
I had a VHS copy of Battletoads, and that movie was god-awful.
It was a movie?
They had some stuff. Yeah.
I've seen on YouTube that they had a show, and it was awful. They were humans.
Yep.
And they would power up and turn into the battle.
That.
Fucking dumb. All right.
Now on to the exciting one.
Something that's not dumb.
Hey, now.
It's dumb.
And I'm pretty sure you can figure this out. You know, the sequence of how these games are going here.
Turtles 3.
Yeah, exactly. Turtles 3. Close. Castlevania 3.
Oh, darn.
Dracula's Curse. Yeah. And it's a very, very clean copy to, like, very minimal schmutz.
Love that word.
Yes, it's one of my favorite words. But $14.99 for this one as well, and I was really, really excited to see that one sitting in the case. True story, after I bought all three of these on separate trips, mind you, separate trips, went in there the other day, all three of them are sitting in the case at once.
I was going to pick up, I think, Bloodlines for the Genesis, but it was gone. And there was another time when I was going to grab Castlevania 4. Castlevania 4.
Yep.
For Super Nintendo. Another great game. Oh, of course, gone. So, lesson learned. You see something there and you think, I'll pick that up next time. No, you won't.
If you got the money, you need to do it.
Yeah.
I figured that out a long time ago.
This store could make a killing if they offered their own credit card, their own store card.
I've said that they need to do like what comic book stores do and have a quote unquote pull list for preferred customers.
You have a preferred poll. So.
I would. But yeah, so that when like used games come in, you check the lists, and if one of your preferred customers has that game on their list, you give them a little ring-a-ding on the phone.
Like, hey, buddy.
Hey, we got this game you wanted.
Yeah, they put shit on Facebook, which almost pisses me off, because then it's like, oh, now everybody fucking knows.
It doesn't matter. The shit they put on Facebook is gone within 5 minutes anyway.
I was surprised. One of the things was Mega Man for $50, and I got that. But one day I went in there. I mean, a friend of mine sent me the Facebook post. I was going to be off work in a couple hours, and I thought, well, who's going to really pick these up? And it was like a stack of boxed Atari 5200 games, I think. And it's like, well, nobody fucking has Atari 5200. So I go in there all, like excited, like thinking I'm going to have these boxed Atari 5200 games. No, they're all gone. So fuck you, guy that bought them. I don't have an Atari 5200. Anyway, I guess it's my turd. So, this one I noticed today when I was using my checklist for the video that it's labeled wrong. The sticker on it says Flashback, The Quest for $6.99, but it's obviously, as you can see, it's Beavis and Butthead for the Genesis. So I'm wondering, did I pay too much for this? $6.99? It's in the box, it's Beavis and Butthead.
Does it have a manual with it?
Oh, it does. It does have manual.
Then I'd say no. I'd say you paid a decent price.
And the game looks pretty good overall. So the game is terrible, but it's
not true. Don't listen to him.
Yeah. How's your Super Nintendo one going? You played the shit out of that, huh?
Hey, I've played it.
All right. I have played this on an emulator, and
I think you just suck at it, and that makes you a little salty.
No good reviews here. I'm sorry. It's not a wonderful game, but it's...
No, it's not a wonderful game.
I thought it would be cool to have, Beavis and Butthead in the box, set it out there with my Shaq Fu, and...
Yeah.
And twatnot.
Oh, okay. Let's get this out of the way, since it's not video game related, but it is
boring.
Cool. No, not boring. It is cool, and I did get it at Mega Replay, because they do have movies and such, too. But I got my Blu-ray copy of The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. If you watch Shut Up and Take My Money, or Shut Up and Trim My Mustache, as Nick affectionately calls it.
Shut Up and Tickle My Manhood.
That works too.
It's a great show.
If you watch that, we're nerds in general, not just video games, and I am a nerd for things like The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and such. Yes. So a Blu-ray copy, much cheaper than I could get it anywhere else. I'll take it.
$12.99.
Yep.
Good price. Good
Actually,
price.
It is.
I was agreeing. All right. Anyway, this is a Neo Geo game that I didn't realize they had ever brought one out to the Genesis. World Heroes.
World Heroes.
Fighting game. I'm not terribly great at it, but I'm not terribly great at any of the Neo Geo fighting games, even though I have a Neo Geo, and basically all it is a fighting game system. But it actually looks pretty decent. It's probably not arcade perfect by any means, but $5.99. Great looking box. I hated it when they started going with the black and white instruction manuals later on. Dicks, but yeah. Oh, it's got something else in here. What's this? Oh, I can. Well, this is nice.
We have secret treasure map.
Winners enclosed. Winners instruction manual. Oh, I can get a subscription to Sega Visions. Okay, that's like Nintendo Power. I'm gonna have to get on that. Let's check mark. What do I have? Atari Lynx? No. Game Gear? No. CDI? No. TurboGrafx? No. Damn. 3DO?
What do you have, sir?
3DO? Yes. Jaguar? Yes. Game Boy? Yes. NES? Yes. Super NES? Yes. Genesis? Sega CD? Yes. Yes. Other? Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's got other.
I do have other. Alright, anyway, enough of my bullshit with this game. So, yep, World Heroes. I played it. It was fun.
Okay. Fun. Speaking of heroes, got an original Xbox game known as Dungeons and Dragons Heroes.
Nerd.
Yeah. Well, I've never played it, but
Are you a Dungeons and Dragons fan?
Nope, not really.
Do you play any of those kind of games?
I play these kinds of games. Yes.
These kinds of games.
These kinds of games.
Okay.
As I play games that have Dungeons and Dragons in them.
Is it a role-playing game? Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's about the size of it.
Those turnstile ones piss me off. I don't have the patience.
You know, co-op, 1 to 4 players, all that kind of fun stuff.
So get your 4 friends. You plug in your 4 controllers and your Xbox, because that was nice of them to put the 4 controller ports on there.
Yep. And $4.99. You know, I've never played it, but for $5, if I don't like it, fuck it. I'll just...
Fuck it!
Yeah, if I don't like it, fuck it.
Speaking of that, $1.99, Columns 3. If I don't like it, fuck it. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Another one in that same category.
Wait, look at this dude. What a tool. Okay. Look at that guy.
Yeah, that is a tool.
He's like, yay, it's a game that my wife will play.
Column 3!
Where's 2? I don't know.
They gave me a handful of jelly beans to be here.
Alright, we just had more fun making fun of that guy than talking about the game.
Another original Xbox game, The Bard's Tale. So, kind of...
What is that?
The Bard's Tale. It's, another...
RPG?
Yep.
Another Rippig?
Yep, because I like... But this one's only single player. Oh. So this one's just for me.
Well, most video game players are single.
Yeah, a lot of RPGs are, A
lot of RPGers are single.
Yeah, but $3.99 on this one. So again, if I don't like it, fuck it.
Speaking of, if I don't like it, fuck it. But I know I do like it. $1.99 can't go wrong. The original Columns. I know this is actually a fun game, so Columns 3 probably is as well. It's in one of those first style Genesis boxes where it had like the black and the checkers.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Yep.
Got the tab and everything.
It does. I always like it when they have the little hangy tabs.
Hangy tabs are cool.
Oh, instructions. The game looks great. I think I already had a copy of this game actually, and it came in a bundle, and the game looks like ass. So this one, like the sticker's still shiny and everything. So
yeah, looks good.
Good.
And with the manual and everything, $1.99 is pretty good.
Yeah, enough said.
Exactly. Again, something else you've seen on our videos before, because this asshole already got it. But
why do I have to be an asshole?
Because you are.
Oh, okay.
X-Men in the box, the Sega Genesis. Sex-Men in the box.
Sex-Men in the box.
$3.99. Pretty sure no manual.
I started playing mine and I couldn't figure out how to leave the first stage, so that's probably going to be the end of that. But it's a cool looking box!
It is, and I was, secretly hoping for that fancy special edition poster inside. That would have been really fun.
I didn't get that either. I don't remember if I had the instructions, but I didn't get the poster.
Yeah, no such luck. No poster. No poster for moi. I'm posterless.
Another game that I think I already had, at least on, well, any Sega Genesis collection disc or whatever, but that never counts as really owning the game. But I may have had I had that 6-in-1. I'm not sure if this is on it, the Genesis 6-in-1, but Altered Beast in the box.
That's a good game.
It is a cool game, a classic arcade game, $3.99. And just a great classic to kind of go with your Genesis. It used to come with a Genesis, and great box art. So,
yeah,
really cool. And 1 to 2 players, so woo-hoo! I know what we're doing.
You can get a friend if you got any of those.
Fuck that. Altered Beast, good shit.
Yeah. Alright, next up on the boxed Genesis collection. Wow. Yeah, this is this is interesting.
Okay.
I gotta say, the artwork's a little beat up for my taste.
It is.
But it does come with the manual, which is also kind of beat up, but hey.
I also noticed your artwork is upside down.
Yeah.
But
not my problem.
Boogerman.
Boogerman. Pick and flick adventure.
$12.99.
Yep, $12.99. I've figured out usually when a game, a box Genesis game where there costs a little more, like $12.99, usually means it has the instructions with it.
And it's probably a good game.
Yeah, that too.
Speaking of boxed games, I'm actually going to switch order here. I already had this game, not the box though. Nuba Jam! NBA Jam. You can't see it here, but we got an NBA Jam arcade machine too. We like NBA Jam here at Coast to Coast, except Jesse doesn't like it, which makes us like it even more.
So, yes, and if you've watched our Gamercock vids, you know we like NBA Jam.
Every possible version of NBA Jam will appear on that show. Boom shakalaka! Now, here's what's great. So I bought this because, hey, it's $2.99, it's got the box, and NBA Jam is a great game, I love it. And so I got it home and I opened it up, and it's not in here right now. But it does have the instructions too. However, what was in here was NBA Jam Tournament Edition. So, okay, awesome.
Fuck the what?
Yeah. So now I got NBA Jam in the box and NBA Jam Tournament Edition, not in the box, but then I had both, and I was happy. Oh, and I already have NBA Hang Time, which is the third for the Genesis. So now I have all three for the Genesis.
This one I was really, really excited about. I love this game. I've only ever played it on the Xbox 360 on the Sega Genesis collection, which is a good game. Oh, it's because it's got a lot of good Genesis games all on one disc. And this is one of my personal favorites. So to see this boxed copy, and yes, with instructions, Gain Ground. I don't know any of you.
I've never heard of that.
Which is weird, because usually you know good games, and it's really fun.
I just was really interested in the box art. It doesn't match, either when they started going with they all had the red side, or before that how they all were the black checkered like Altered Beast and Columns. This is just
playful.
We're just going to do something completely different. I see it has M. Bison on the front.
Something similar, because he's actually a good character to get.
Does kind of look like him. Well, so what kind of a game is this? Gain Ground?
Well, basically, it's a 1 or 2 player, and you've got, I think you start off with 3 characters that you can use. You pick one, and then you go through these screens, like on the back here. Basically, you just go through and you kill all your enemies. And
it's like an overhead style?
Yeah, overhead style.
Shooter or beat 'em up?
Shooter.
Whack 'em off.
Yeah, shooter. But you just you try to make it to the exit or kill all the enemies, whichever comes first. You either get all your characters to the exit or kill all the enemies.
Gain Ground. Check it out on the Xbox 360 or get yourself a copy.
Yay! Really fun game. I would definitely recommend it.
For the Sega geniuses. Great stuff. Now, just got done talking about my NBA Jam experience, and I had gained a copy of NBA Jam TE. If I was seriously wanting, you'd think somebody would be pissed about that. The wrong damn game was in there. I know we're talking all good about the place, but I did mention 2 things. One game is falsely labeled. Another interesting thing about it being falsely labeled is it says $6.99, but here on my receipt, flashback, the Quest is $4.47.
Ooh.
What the hell's going on here? So I'll take that. Anyway, I went back again, obviously, and saw that they had a box copy of NBA Jam Tournament Edition, and really, really nice. This actually is in great looking shape.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, am I going to open it up? It's going to be NBA Hang Time. But no, it was NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Shaq Fu on the Sega Genesis.
God damn it! Oh, I'd be pissed if I didn't already have NBA Jam TE from thinking I was getting NBA Jam. TE is harder, so I like to go back to just the Jam. But great game. So I now have 2 copies of NBA Jam Tournament Edition and 2 copies of NBA Jam. No, 1 copy of NBA Jam. Right, because I didn't get my second.
Get your facts straight, sir.
So I got a friend who might want that NBA Jam TE. If you can just have it. It cost me. I think this one was $1.99. So for some reason you had to pay an extra $1 for the regular one.
Whatevs.
We're giving away gifts here on the show.
Yay! Gifts. Another not game related, but still really awesome.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Right? The complete series for $10. Complete series of Wacky Races.
That's great. I remember watching that when I was a kid, and
right.
I tried to describe it to people, and they wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. I was like, "Come on, the show."
Yeah, like
that one.
34 episodes of the TV show. I've only ever seen a few, you know, but you know it's cartoons, old cartoons at that. So you know the really good ones. But yeah, for $10, I couldn't pass that up.
No.
I mean, how could I?
Well, I recently picked up Thundercats on DVD for, it was like $5 at Dollar General. And it's not even the complete first season. It's volume 1 of the first season. It's like,
I hate when they do that.
But it's like 33 fucking episodes.
Still.
So, yeah.
I just hate when they split it up.
Well, then they had an offer. I opened it up and there's an offer on the inside. I'm like, oh, I gotta get this. It said, you know, volume 2, the like 34 through 60 something. Like they had over 60. There's not even that many weeks in a year. They had that many in the first season. I don't even know if there was multiple seasons. Maybe that was the whole show. But yeah. Then I looked. It said coming out in December of 2005.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Thanks Dollar General for selling old shit.
Yeah.
So, speaking of old, but not shit. So. I showed you all these Genesis games. Already have a Sega Genesis. If you've seen our other videos, you know that I have the Model 2 with the 32X and the Model 2 Sega CD on the side of it. But I saw this, had to get it. Model 1 Sega Genesis, and it's not all the Model 1s said high definition graphics on the top. So that was the earliest models.
Ooh,
so I really had to get that.
fancy.
And I love how that means something completely different nowadays. High definition. It did not come with an original 3-button, which is fine. I already had that. It came with one of the Sega brand 6-button controllers, so that actually made me a lot happier. So, yeah, this is neat. It's got the volume control and stuff, and need to get a special plug for it because I'm not doing the RF crap. You can get like your red, yellow cables, whatever, to go with it.
Oh boy, okay. I'm gonna start in on the Super Nintendo.
Oh jeez.
Stack here. I might just do these 2 at a time so we can get through this shit.
Okay.
Okay, so first up we've got Captain America and the Avengers for $9.99.
Is that a beat 'em up?
I don't really know. Never played it. This is one of the games on the Super Nintendo that I never had, but you know, comic book fan, video game fan.
That's how they do it.
Whether or not it's any good.
That's how they get you to buy bad games.
And second, Super Star Wars, because you know it's on the Super Nintendo.
That actually was a good game.
Have to put Super in the title, so Super Star Wars.
Not called Super Star Wars, and it was not called A New Hope. But that's been around long enough now. It's accepted. But
whatever. But $5.99 for that. $9.99 for Captain America.
So you got Captain America and Super A New Hope.
Super, yes. Super A New Hope.
A New Hope. That's one word.
A Super New Hope.
A super, yeah, whatever. Okay, $2.99 PlayStation. Original Gran Turismo. Don't know how much I'm going to play of this, but I mean it's the original. It's $2.99. It's got both the manuals and crap that go with it, and it's just a 1-disc game, but it came with such big ass manuals. So yeah. Gran Turismo, I had it back when it was new, was very impressed by it. That was the first time I thought, man, it's like watching real car footage. You look at this shit now and you're like, I don't know what the fuck ever made me think that. But
how can people play this?
This is like garbage! Get this shit out of here.
Okay, I'll do another twofer.
Well, that's a nice duo.
Yeah, it is. We got Ms. Pac-Man on the Super Nintendo here. It was $5.99. Just kind of one of those games that I saw and I was like, yeah, screw it.
It's a great version. Great version of Ms. Pac-Man, actually, for Super Nintendo.
And a classic Super Nintendo game right here.
That's what you paid?
Star Fox, $6.99. Yes.
$6.99 for Star Fox? That's fucking nuts.
$6.99 for Star Fox.
I would assume that would be like $19.99.
Nope.
Evidently not. That's a great game.
Yeah, and yeah, the label's right. Just wanted to make sure.
No, it says Beavis and Butthead for the Genesis.
Wanted to make sure it wasn't another Mike Tyson's Punch-Out where they just had regular Punch-Out for $6.99.
Yeah, well, there's no regular Star. It's just Fox.
Fox.
And another racing game that I used to have for the original PlayStation. Just because I'm kind of a fan of the early Need for Speed series. Need for Speed High Stakes. Which is one of the few games where you can actually drive a Firebird.
Steak.
Yes, high ones.
That's the best kind.
It's the 4th Need for Speed. This is when they first started not going by numbers. So $3.99, whatever. It's not like a wow, but you know, it's a game.
Yeah. All right. I'll just do one at a time now. This was a very, very recent pickup for me, and for $3.99, Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. I remembered playing this game when I was a kid, so that's why I got it.
How much did you pay?
$3.99.
I think you overpaid.
No, sir. This game's actually fun.
Is it a good one? Okay.
Yes.
Platformer, obviously.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this game is actually fun. I remember
Who
playing.
makes it? Who makes it?
Who makes it? Sunsoft.
I'm not sure if they made the Tasmanian Devil ones. Those were good.
Probably.
They probably did.
Yeah, I remember playing it
Shut
when I was a kid and saw it there, so I figured, why not?
Yeah, I better grab. It's 12 meg, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
1 meg is not enough. You need 12.
I'm out of my collection that I bought from Mega Replay, but what I do have over here is some stuff that right around that same time, my wife had ordered me some shit off the internet.
Some shit.
And actually, some of it is very much not shit.
Yes. Most of it looks
like
not
for
shit.
instance, DuckTales. Yeah. Woo! For the NES. So at the same time, I was trying to bid for DuckTales 2.
Which would have been a much more interesting pickup.
Yeah.
Not that DuckTales isn't interesting, but DuckTales 2 is like...
Generally, is about $150.
Yeah.
I tried 2 times, lost on both, and
Two-time loser.
I thought I had it. I thought I had it on one, but I put up to 130 is what I was willing to pay, and still got outbid.
Damn.
The other one I got outbid by $5. I put 100. Somebody got it for 105.
Lucky bastard.
So I killed them, and I now have 2 copies of DuckTales 2. DuckTales, got that. I think she got it off eBay, probably.
Oh, this one's so fun. You need to play this.
That should be on the show.
It should be on the show, actually. I want it on the show. I walked in one day and honestly couldn't believe...
Earlier we were saying you bought good games.
This game... I did have this as a kid, which is why I remembered it in the first place.
Poor childhood.
I was a big fan of the show when I was a kid. Played the game. The game was horrible and really frustrating. So why not shell out $6
$6
and get it again? Nickelodeon Guts.
Oh.
It's bad.
It's made by Viacom.
Yeah, it is Viacom. It's pretty bad, but
there's a name on the back too. It's Doman?
Poman? I don't know if that's a D or a P.
Whoever this kid was,
got good taste.
Yeah, Mommy, I want that one.
Nickelodeon Guts, probably same thing as me.
Somebody probably spent $50-$60 on that initially. Ouch.
Yeah, well that's cool. I mean, you get to pick blue, purple, or red. You get to pick your color, and then you get to pick your kid. Yeah, you actually get to pick the child that you play as.
Cause who cares? Well, great. Another one that she had gotten me here. Original Turtles. I had it when I was a kid. I enjoyed it, but it's not regarded as a great turtle game because it's not like an action beat 'em up arcade style. It's a hard as fuck platformer. But it's not
still
bad.
Turtles, goddammit.
It's still Turtles, and the picture is so cool on the front. I've always liked that picture before when it was still the early comic books, and they have tails, and they all have the same colored bandana. Turtles. So that actually completes. Well, I now have all the turtles. Well, when I say all, I mean 1, 2, 3 for the NES, 4 for the Super NES, and the Genesis one, Hyperstone Heist.
What about Tournament Fighters? What?
No.
It doesn't count until you have Tournament Fighters.
It doesn't count.
Your collection is not complete.
It doesn't count if it is Tournament Fighters. I have it for the Genesis.
Well, then you have it, I guess. That's fine.
Well, actually, the rarest one is the NES copy. That one.
Yeah, well, I don't have that. I got the Super Nintendo.
Speaking of not rare, but expensive-ish.
Yeah, Yeah, the last two on the Super Nintendo were kind of expensive, but good games. So,
But
Yoshi's Island.
Super Mario World 2.
Yeah, dose. Yoshi's Island.
Not sure if that's the sequel that game deserved.
Whatever.
It's so weird.
It's still
Mario platformers and the number 2 is when they get weird every time.
still. It's a Mario game, and I'm gonna have it.
An annoying baby.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably
It's a good game. It's really impressive.
That's probably my biggest complaint is Baby Mario. Never been a fan.
I like to play. I have it. I've had it for years, and I still haven't beaten it. I mean, like I think I got it back in like 2000, but I thought it was pretty impressive looking for that system. FX chip game, just like Star Fox and Street Fighter Alpha. Here's a terrible game. This is an awful game, and good thing she didn't have to pay much for it.
The Punisher.
The Punisher, because she knows I'm a Punisher fan, and this game is awful. She wanted to get me the Genesis one, which is fantastic, but that's a little pricey.
It's basically like the same thing as me having the Silver Surfer game.
Oh, absolutely.
Terrible game, but goddamn it, it's your favorite character, so you want it anyway.
I have Knight Rider for the NES. That's god awful, but I was a big fan when I was a kid. So. Of the show, not the game.
You liar.
This is the best game ever. I don't care.
Last but certainly not least on the Super Nintendo, Zombies Ate My Neighbors.
They sure did.
Yes, they did, and we're going to go find them and kill those zombies and hopefully not get chopped up into little tiny pieces.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
The game's fun to play.
It is.
I don't know if I played it on the Genesis or the Super Nintendo, but I lasted for a while.
Yeah.
Does it ever end?
Beats me. I've played for a while. I don't think I've ever reached the quote-unquote end.
I look at to rescue those little cheerleader bitches. Sometimes they're like, they don't want to like help, or they don't want to, get out of the way.
No, they just stand there.
Don't they like jump rope or something?
Cheerleaders, I think they just kind of jump in the air and like wave their pom-poms around or something.
Which is totally what real cheerleaders do.
Especially in
24/7.
Why would you not do that in the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
You might as well die the way you lived, right?
Definitely don't.
Woo!
Yes. Don't put too much thought into that game.
It's good mindless fun. Just kill zombies, rescue people.
Moving on, I said before I have the complete Turtles, and I kind of forgot that this is still in the pile. It's Turtles 3 for the NES.
Good one.
That she got for me, and also this is not an original cover, but it is a cool cover.
Yeah.
I love these reprint covers.
Yeah, I actually really like those.
I
got a copy of Darkwing Duck in a case like that. It's very fancy.
It's fancy pantsy, so I like it. So yeah, Turtles 3, the Manhattan Project, fun, great game, great game. I want to get the cover like this for 1 and 2 now. Be cool. I think they're not terribly expensive to get, especially if you buy them in bulk. But I don't ever plan on doing that.
Okay. Pretty much the last couple items I got here. The last trip was on Black Friday.
Ooh!
Yeah. And they had some deals going on.
Some deals.
Had some bundles and such. One of which was a PS2 Slim with 2 controllers, memory card, and all the cords you need for $54.99. And so I said, screw it. Why not?
You got the cool silver one.
Silver, PS2 Slim. PS2 was one of those systems that I unfortunately never got around to owning.
I have 5 PS2s.
Yeah. So
that's because anybody that comes along in your life, they're like, it's nice to meet you. Here's PS2.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I've acquired them. I've only ever purchased one once, and that was like in 2000, and it was new.
Yeah. Well, see, I never got one, so I figured I was way overdue. I mean, I've played it. Don't get me wrong. I've played PS2 plenty through friends and whatnot, but
has the largest game library.
Never owned one until now.
It's the most popular, or it was the highest grossing system ever, and has the largest game library of over 2,000 games. So get started on your collection.
I did get started.
Okay, good.
We'll talk about that next.
And they're cheap. They're cheap now.
Ish.
Maybe not the particular ones you bought, but I mean,
ish, cheap-ish.
Cheap-ish. That'll stop. Once they reach a part where it's like, oh, that's a generation or 2 ago. No, we don't want that. But once it hits 3 or 4 gens ago, then all of a sudden They're more expensive, but whatever. Speaking of expensive, already owned this game. The game is not in here, but this is just another thing that my wife picked up for me. It's the Turtles 4 Turtles in Time case for the Super Nintendo, and I've seen it to where they have the pictures this way, like how the Super Nintendo was, but it's preferable this way. Stand up, so you know they go nice.
No matter which way it is, it's a fucking awesome game.
Fantastic! I would say the best of the complete collection that I call complete, because you know. And I definitely am not counting the ones that came later on for the other systems. Yeah. I realize you were talking about same systems, but fuck tournament fighters. It's awful.
It's not that bad, goddamn.
Well, let's see what you got for your PS2.
PS2, I'll just get all three of them out of the way here at once.
PS2.
Yeah. Another one of the deals they had going on out there for Black Friday was PS2 games, and I'm pretty sure the original Xbox games were the same way. Buy two, get the third for free.
Nice!
So I figured, why not?
Did you get a Shaq Fu somehow?
No, there was no. I looked up and down. No.
Do you have the PS2 version of Shaq Fu?
I specifically requested that.
I remember that. I had it.
But what I did get, I got some good ones here. We got Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie's Revenge.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a huge fan of Nightmare Before Christmas and Oogie Boogie.
Too bad you're a nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been over this. You're aware.
I know!
That's why I have the show that I have.
Yeah. It was a
Shut up and trim my mustache.
It looks like they've been trimming your mustache.
Yes,
missing
the mustache is trimmed. It's the beard that's not.
Oh.
But we're not changing the title, so.
No, it's a solid.
Next up, this game I actually have played quite a bit. I own the second one on the original Xbox, the Xbox One, as it.
That's what I always called it.
Yeah.
The Xbox One.
$7.99. Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance. Another game that you would probably hate because it's a RPG,
Damn
dungeon
those.
crawler, skeletons and zombies and spirits and such.
Fear them. I fear those games. Too much trying.
It's too much awesome for you to handle, apparently. And last but certainly not least, I figured if I'm going to own a PS2, being the nerd that I am, I had better own Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
Yes. Shut up. Because I love Disney characters.
That's great.
And video games. And you know what? Hey, this is widely regarded as probably top 5 in
like
most people's
best
top. No, I
Mickey Mouse game ever.
Yes, that part's true.
Yeah, probably is. All right, and to wrap this up, the final item. This my wife did not get for me. I got this. I already had the game, but it really. I mean, the game alone now goes for $40. So I thought, and I bought it a year ago, so I got it for $25. So it has gone up $15. But I got the game again and box. Got it off a guy for $50. Turtles: The Hyperstone Heist. The box. Woo! It's got some chew marks up here.
So clearly someone couldn't wait to get it open. They were just trying to.
You can tell on the inside. It's hard to see, but these bars are white, like as if every time they opened it, they just had to crank it all the way, like you're folding a book. But I can't complain. The sleeve is in pretty great shape. I could just put this in a better box, but I'm all anal because it says Konami in here. So
You would be anal.
Anal. Well, actually, when I got this, you could tell that they'd been setting their drinks on it. It had like nasty rings right here, and just it's not very flat along here. It's a little wrinkly, so you could tell that this wasn't taken care of the best.
That's pretty shameful.
Yeah, the sleeve is actually pretty nice. It has just a little tear there, but if you put this in a better container, it would obviously be a lot more presentable. But I cleaned it up. I got all the schmutz off there.
There's that word again.
There it is. Turtles in Time. Hyperstone Heist. Oh, and the copy of the game looks pretty darn good. And it's the one that I had. Because the one that came with it, no. The sticker was like all wrinkly. And I thought I was going to sneeze. So So, anyway.
Death and disease. All in your face.
Eat that, whore. So I have offered my other copy to this guy for, what did I tell you, 25?
For free.
Not for fucking free. not Hyperstone
For being
High.
such a nice guy.
No, not for Hyperstone High. You can have him be a GM. All right, folks. Thanks for sticking around for this hour-long video. God damn! Fuck off!